Looks like we're good to go. I actually have no clue how Yoshi fights Kirby.
Okay, so like in general matchup, like I don't like fighting Kirby with Fox because he's really hard to hit. I assume the same thing can be said about Yoshi, but we'll see. Like Yoshi's backer covers a little bit more area and stuff like that. So
all I know is that these are both very skilled players, so I'm actually interested to see how this plays out. So Dren obviously starting out with his eggs. That's going to be his main tool most of the game.
Dren really good at punishing out a shield with Yoshi, showing why Yoshi. One of the reasons why Yoshi's so strong in this game, he can actually jump out of shield.
And it has a great. He's using his neutral air right out of shield and has a great hitbox. Even it hits behind him, which we just saw. So
exactly,
it's pretty amazing.
So Dren usually just staying up in the air. It feels like both these characters. Yoshi can play a ground game, but it looks like definitely Kirby likes to stay in the air too. So we're gonna find pretty much an air battle kind of. Who can get over who?
Honestly, fighting both of these players, I categorize them as squirrely. They're very, very hard to hit. It's a combination of their characters and the way that both of them play.
Nice neutral beat by Dren. Dren really good at using those command grabs.
He was fishing for that earlier, and he finally got the first one. So
I mean, and the one thing too is it's not too laggy. Jurm just sitting back. He does have the lead, so he does not have to approach, but the scenario just changed.
I think Jurm was actually had a controller. He had to fix his controller for a second. That's why he wasn't moving.
Oh.
And good manners by Dren, just still letting chill out there for a second, fix his problem.
I would have gone ham.
Definitely doesn't have to do that, but that's the community in Hawaii, except for Korean. He's just very mean. Yeah, PTWs all day. Ooh, great forward smash connect, but he has staled it, so let's see how he's going to... What's his go-to kill move now?
The crazy thing is, Dren kind of almost died from that. That side smash is ridiculously strong, especially sending someone like Yoshi that's so heavy that far. So it seems like, from the most part, Jurm is the one... Ooh, and a nice...
Great neutral air.
Yeah.
That move is so fast and so strong.
It's really strong on the first frames that it comes out.
Oh, is that when it's the strongest?
That's usually, yes, that's when it's the strongest. That usually applies to a lot of neutral airs. Luigi's is one that's like super freaking strong when it first comes out.
So we're going to be seeing Jurm do a lot of his up Bs because that custom up B is basically a shorter you can in the air. It just goes so fast.
And it kills.
And it kills. And then he's fishing for it really hard right now because, oh, there it is again. Because if Dren is above him, he can usually fast fall and land, and so he won't get punished.
Yoshi being not being a fast faller, so he can't really come down to the ground that fast like a Sheik and Fox can.
So it looks like Dren is noticing that he's fishing, that Jurm is fishing with up Bs. So he's not putting himself in that position too much, except he just jumped over him right there.
Of course. Dren being a really smart player knows that he's the one that's trying to get killed right now, playing very defensive. More so kind of just like playing like, I don't want to get damaged, just staying back, playing the spacing game and the punish game.
Exactly, and that's how he's going to maintain his lead, just playing the punish game, letting Jurm get frustrated and not being able to get the kill. It really hits your demeanor when you're playing if you can't get the kill no matter how hard you try.
Right, especially fishing for those smash attacks. That's definitely something Dren can punish. And a nice up B off the ground.
I saw Dren placing himself so he wouldn't get hit by that, but at the last second, he kind of lost his way a little bit, and Jurm capitalized.
But Jurm here with a really big deficit, 68% here. That's actually pretty big for Kirby. Kirby being a very light character.
Jurm getting a bunch of grabs off every time Dren lands.
Dren doing a good job DIing out of those bread and butters. Good pressure by Dren with those eggs.
Jurm finally gets back on the stage, though, and he's actually in the middle of the stage now. Well, they both kind of are.
Kind of just inch their way towards each other there.
Yeah, I'm surprised they both let each other get to the middle of the stage. Usually someone would push a little bit harder to force a character to the edge.
Dren not wanting to put too much pressure on the edge right there, opting for eggs right there, just kind of like making Jurm like travel through all these obstacles to get back onto the stage rather than getting hit by like the actual Yoshi character. So Dren taking the more safe ledge pressure option there.
Still at a huge deficit. Kirby is pretty squirrely, like we said earlier, and he can string together some of his moves pretty well, so he's not out of this.
I think that's dead. Oh,
wow.
No, it's Kirby.
That was very close.
The higher the percentage on that command grab there is the longer you stay in the egg. So I've actually died from that where it's just like I'm at like 150 and he eggs me off the stage and I can't mash out.
It's mashable though, right? Can
you
mash out of
you
it?
Mash out, but like you see how long he stayed in there because it was at 134. Like if you're at 0, you mash out and you get out of it like.
I thought maybe he wasn't mashing hard
oh,
enough,
right. Definitely mashable. You need to mash. Like if you don't mash, you're just gonna go die. But again, Dren just being this solid wall that Jurm really can't get in on, it feels like, with these eggs and command grabs. Because he approaches the air, there's eggs to go through. Oh,
wow.
Man, is that going to kill?
Dren's going for it.
Holy moly.
So the name of the... Oh, go ahead.
I honestly feel like Jurm just tried to downbeat just to get back his crown right there.
Yeah, he's having a very hard time. But I feel the name of the game when you're fighting Dren is get past my eggs, and then you can fight me.
Right, exactly.
Ooh, great connection
and
with the
from
neutral
getting
air.
racked up so high, 170 there, almost anything would have killed Jurm right there. So a nice neutral air out of shield to close the stock out.
So the great thing about Dren is, and smart players do this, they don't fish for the kill. So you didn't see Dren throwing out random up smashes or random forward smashes. He played his game until one of his moves killed.
Exactly.
And that's how you can play safest in this game, is if you just... Wow, that was a very interesting scuffle right there.
Well, because I don't know, I think you can only hold it for so long. I'm not too sure. But Jurm actually racking up a decent amount of damage with his, he did a string that was really good, like down air to down tilt to forward air or something like that. It was a really nice string.
I like Dren going there for a double up smash just to get damage.
Oh yeah, that egg, you can get some massive damage. And possibly a kill. Dren likes to use that egg as a read option to finish off the kill right there.
There's that jump out of the egg. It's just so different than how it used to be, and gives him so much more options.
It definitely increases Yoshi's mobility, like especially launching off to the air. Dren just wanting to finish this game off, going for the double fair off the stage.
We're seeing a change in Dren's play because he realizes his lead. So now he's throwing out forward airs because if it hits, it'll spike him into the stage, it'll do a lot of damage, or it'll spike him and get the kill. So we see Dren change from defensive to offensive in certain situations. And it's good that he can turn it off and on. And
Dren, definitely a player that consistently places top 10, and it just feels like he's getting better and better with this character. A lot of people don't like, I don't see too much Yoshi players like in the meta so far, but I just feel like this character is so strong, and Dren being a Yoshi main in Brawl, he doesn't have to go and sit through those, he doesn't have to sit there and try to get used to the character. He's already used to it, and he just has more options, so he's just a really good Yoshi player.
There's one move that I want to see Dren do, and he's been safe pocket. Oh, great
nice tech by Jurm. Jurm sitting at 184% here. Almost anything might kill.
Like I was saying, though, there's one move that Dren's not using that
and the
excellent
clash.
trade for Dren. Wow. Oh, wow.
I don't even know if Jurm would have lived that if he hit.
I think Kirby would have just exploded. So, what we saw Dren doing... Do you want to switch off? Do you want to sit down? Or?
No, I'm
what we saw Dren doing is just throwing out his big nose everywhere, and he just wants to put his nose right in Jurm's business, and just... It's just such a great move. It's going to do a lot of damage, get the spike if it hits. It's just... Wow, what a great move to throw out, especially with such a huge lead on Dren's part.
Yeah, Dren doing a really good job at spacing there.
But Jurm's not out of it. He's definitely a really good player. So coming into this next set, let's see how he adjusts. Maybe he'll find a better way to fight those eggs. Maybe he'll be able to get into Dren's space more. Now that he's seen Dren move around more, I feel like he's going to not be so shocked if he was taken off guard from the first match. Hey, Kev, my brother's playing, right? My brother's playing, right?
So right now, Dren just chilling out. Jurm having a talk with, looks like his coach Soot right now.
I really like using coaches because it puts your head back in the game. When you lose, you can get very salty and put on tilt. But talking out strategies with your coach, even just taking a second to breathe, because like in games like Marvel, UMVC3, you see in tournaments if a player gets flustered, he'll go back to the character select screen instead of just going to a rematch. It's really good to catch your breath. See Jurm here like changing up his music. You don't want to go back into that match too fast sometimes. You want to let your opponent cool down if they were hot and let you warm back up. So it's...
I agree. I personally just love coaching players too. I just like, it's really fun for me.
It makes you better at the game.
Yeah, like you're just watching and analyzing the match and like being like, okay, your neutral game lacked this, his neutral game was really good at this, his punish game was blah blah blah. It's really fun and I love doing it.
And then you get better at the game because you're able to take those analytic skills into your own match and say like, okay, after that first match, what did I do wrong and how can I improve?
Right.
So really, if you want to get better at the game, practice, and just see how players play.
And watching videos too. Just watch, like even bringing up the last tournament you were in, or just watching like the mainland meta. It's a great way to improve.
But we're back in the second match, and it looks like Jurm counterpicked Delfino Plaza. The first thing I think of is on some transformations the ceiling gets very low, so that could lead to an easy up B kill from Jurm. that's my first inklings about why he counterpicked, but I'm not 100% sure.
Another thing to note too, Jurm got an up tilt on at 0%, and he only was able to chain 2. Usually on other characters, you're able to chain way more. And Yoshi being a heavier character, you take less damage. And he connected like 2 or 3 up tilts. Yeah, it was 3, and then he only had 15%. So that's honestly like kind of insane. And I feel like Yoshi could probably land more like 1 move to compensate for his 3 tilts, which is like, I feel like it just makes this matchup really hard for Kirby.
Kirby does lack a little in the damage department, but usually the strings make up for it. Ooh, that was excellent by Jurm.
Yes.
Wow.
Dren opting for the down B right there, and Jurm wisely backing off.
That was perfectly played.
Yeah.
Now Jurm's going to take his lead and hopefully run with it, and let's see if he can keep it up.
Jurm has to keep a cool head here, though. Make sure he doesn't take too much damage and try to hold down this stock and try to get as much damage as possible on Dren.
I feel like that up smash almost killed, so Jurm definitely has to be playing it safer.
And there's the strings we were talking about, but Yoshi having that super armor on his second jump wisely just says, no, I'm not going to get string from
I'm going to break away from that situation and not give you free percentage.
Exactly, only 15%. Usually I see about like at least 20 plus on a standard Kirby string. All right, so usually these transformations on Delfino, most players like to just camp it out, especially if you have the projectile.
Yeah.
Jurm not feeling like he needs to approach because he has the lead, but I mean, that's all up to him. So these transfer, like that one block in the middle, definitely making it harder for the, giving more advantage to the player of defending, holding their position. So usually in those transformations, you'll see most players just waiting it out.
If I were Jurm in that situation, I would have held it back and not eaten some eggs in that situation. And it looks like also Jurm counterpicks the stage because the tilts on the upper platforms allow his down B to fall quickly. So maybe he wants to catch Dren off guard with that because we just saw that right before the stage transformation.
Another thing players need to watch out for is on Delfino, on the transformations, the ceiling gets very, very low. So Dren might possibly get a cheese up smash. Like both players can have the chance of cheesing, but again, on these transformations, both players kind of keeping their own ground. They don't want to be the player approaching, having that disadvantage.
I think Jurm learned from the last transformation not to approach, and that stage is even harder to approach on, so it was really smart on him to just... Kirby waving to the stream watchers right now.
And another reason why I feel like Jurm picked this stage is the sharking potential. Even in Brawl, we saw Meta Knight really like this stage. You can kind of retreat to the edge and kind of shark there. But Dren closing out the stock, 69% lead for Jurm. Let's see what he can do with this lead.
So Yoshi's probably going to have to start watching soon for those up B kills because Jurm will cheese him out with that. You'll never even see it coming.
And Jurm, knowing that he has the lead, is keeping that center stage control. Something that a lot of people don't realize how strong it is in this game. Like going for that double jump kill, sometimes you give up the center stage control, and that's actually it's a really big deal in this game.
Yeah, Dren was trying his hardest to get to the middle of the stage, and he finally got it. So we'll probably see the tide of the match change now that he has the center of the stage.
Jurm using that platform very wise. If he went all the way down to the ground, he probably would have got punished right there. Very wisely knowing that down B is a very safe option with that platform.
Ooh. Dren throwing those forward airs around seems like such a good move.
And I feel like Dren hasn't been able to get those B reverse neutral Bs on. Oh wow, beautiful down B by Jurm. But I feel like since Kirby's so short, I feel like Dren's having a little trouble getting those command grabs off in the air while he's B reversing down. Yeah,
Kirby's height makes it a very difficult character to hit. I know as a Zero Suits player, most of my moves go over him if he just ducks. It makes it for a very interesting match.
Dren getting a lot of damage off that command grab there. Usually following up with the up smash. It is his best smash attack option because you can do it out of running. But the one thing that kind of sucks is it stales it out. That up smash being a very powerful killing tool for Yoshi.
So Dren hasn't taken any percent on his last stock, so he's definitely not doing bad.
Oh,
All he needs to do is close out this stock and we're back to neutral.
See, right now, Jurm's kind of in that predicament. Like, you have a lead, but the character's range, and you're continuously taking damage, and there's no point in having a lead if you can't tack damage on. That's the whole point of having a lead. So
you may get frustrated, though. Someone in Jurm's position may get really frustrated trying to get the kill.
And Jurm finally going in, trying to get some damage in. That doesn't get a too crazy string. He just gets a down throw right there. But we are at 3 minutes and 7 seconds. So
I think Jurm wanted to hit the tilt so he would be moving.
Dude,
and that led to his death.
Yoshi's got some crazy shoes because that was ridiculously high.
He got some Air Jordans.
Yeah, that was some ridiculous air time on those shoes. But Dren closing out the stock, and this game is practically even again.
Yep. So Jurm really has to take this into account. He lost the first game. This is his winners bracket life on the line right now.
Beautiful. Oh, man. Beautiful damage by Dren right there. Did like a little short 3-hitter or 2-hitter string with the neutral, with the up B and the neutral air.
I don't know. I don't think Jurm knows how to counter
oh, man. And that was on the transformation. That almost would have been a stock if that happened like maybe a second later. Oh, my goodness. Oh, beautiful command grab and getting that damage in right there, knowing that he can grab the rock. Oh, there's Jurm.
That was a little bit unsafe, but luckily he doesn't get punished for it.
Well, I mean, the whole shark option, that's a very fast move. Maybe Dren wasn't expecting it. It's pretty safe, but there is that risk, you know, if he was just happened to hold shield.
Ooh.
So Jurm kind of in kill percent here, but Yoshi had 84%. Ooh. Oh.
Wow.
Getting that down. Oh, and there's a side smash. And oh, my goodness. Killing Yoshi at 100%, around 110, which is insane. Usually very hard to kill Yoshi. Getting that hard read with the side smash.
Wow, that was very intense. You saw there at the end of the battle, Jurm felt comfortable going that down B because Dren had to shield it. And it looks like he didn't have any good punish options, or at least he didn't think of any. And Jurm capitalized with a down tilt and closed it out with the forward smash. That was, wow.
Wow,
it looks like that's exactly the situation I was talking about with those slanted platforms and Jurm being able to down B and slide off and make it.
Well, I felt like Dren, he knew that was coming. That did not catch him off guard, and I was like, oh, he's gonna get punished here. But I guess Kirby kind of like got out on a weird frame or something.
So
Bobby reminding the players here that if you do win on a map, and a player tries to take you back to the map that they won on, you have to agree to it. So you have the option of saying, oh, no, I don't want to go to that map.
I'm wondering what stage Dren's banned. Wait.
Yeah, it's Darren's turn to ban a stage.
I wonder if he's thinking about it at all or just... Interesting.
Yeah, I feel like Congo has a lot of slanted places for Kirby's down B.
So it's 1-1 right now. Yeah, do it.
So this match very hype right now. We're going to game 3. That match was kind of weird. Jurm had a solid lead the whole way through, and then Dren brought it back, and then all of a sudden from left field we just saw a side smash. I was like, wow, the game's over.
So I think that's what's going to happen when you have two players that are so skilled. There's going to be close, and then something's going to smack one of the players in the face, and it's going to be over.
Honestly, because this is 3 stocks as well, so there is more time to just be like, okay, this is swinging to his favor, swinging to his favor. Usually on 2 stock, the player who takes momentum right off the bat usually wins. There's not a lot of room for comeback.
Looks like we started, and here we go. The match is beginning.
Free 8 seconds. Whoever wants to time the other guy out.
Exactly.
Just got free 8 seconds, man. Ooh. There's that. There's that string. Yeah, Darren's really good at that.
That was amazing.
Oh, there we go. Knowing that the down or the up smash gets so high right there.
So Jurm can't really down B as much because he doesn't have the slants like he did on Delfino to be a little bit more dynamic with his down B. If he down B's, he's going to land on the ground. So let's see. I'm assuming he's going to use it less, but who knows?
All right, so here again we have this story of Jurm trying to get in on this retarded-looking animal thing. Just throwing eggs. This dinosaur just throwing eggs at him. Jurm just trying to get in, almost getting him with the up air right there. That probably would have closed out the stock. Yoshi's up air being very strong. And Dren kind of just kicking it in overdrive over here.
He wants to finish this match because it's been too close. He just wants to get it over with, but I think Jurm is going to have some extra.
Very nice smash forward, or space forward smash right there.
Oh,
because it has to snap on the way down.
So we just got some info from DarkMusician. Kirby's custom up B is also very good because it snaps instantly to the ledge. So it's a safer recovery option.
Safer recovery option, kill option, very great move.
Oh, wow. Instant punish. Wow. Doesn't look like Dren could get much off of that grab. Usually he gets a grab and then you get out of it and he jabs you.
I'm just like really scared every time Darren's like over Kirby. I'm just like, man, that up B's coming.
You can't forget though, he is staling it.
Yes. And you got to give Dren gotta give him props for being just playing his game, being patient, definitely not being too hasty. Because and a forward smash to close out the stock.
It might have been that hastiness that you were just mentioning that got his stock taken. Maybe he shouldn't have been greedy and got
Well,
the
it
first
seems
hit.
like every time Dren and Jurm get into the situation of scrapping, that Dren will out-trade him. But Dren is still having discipline here, just getting that range. Like, you're pretty much tacking on free percentage because I have a projectile and you have to come to me. So Dren definitely taking advantage of that. One of Kirby's weaknesses, probably.
Wow,
Beautiful
that was a
down
really
air.
telegraphed move, and I'm surprised Jurm didn't maybe pivot grab it or something along those lines.
So falling neutral air right there, it's pretty good. It honestly trades, which is kind of worse for Dren at this point. Dren, Yoshi probably just needs to tack on a little bit more percentage and can probably kill Kirby pretty soon. And almost being a whole stock down, we got to see if Jurm will tack on some more damage and try to bring this back here.
So usually Jurm is the character that's very slippery and all in the air, and you can see.
Oh my! And a double fair to fair, back to back.
Has to be a little bit demoralizing for Jurm. Let's see how he can react. But what I was saying though was you can see how differently Jurm plays because he's down tilting and doing a lot of different things. When D-Ren's not even on the ground, so he has to shift the way he plays.
Busting out the hammer here. Holy moly. So we're talking about how patient Dren is, but when he gets a hit, he is not scared to go full throttle and just finish your stock off right there. That double fair combo was just ridiculous.
And I like Jurm's use of bringing out the hammer. Saving one move in particular and randomly using it later in the set can really throw off your opponent.
It honestly can. And he definitely didn't get punished for it. Oh, and a down smash not killing Yoshi. That was like charged up down smash, not killing Yoshi. Great DI by Dren. That dinosaur DI though.
So we can see Jurm definitely pushing for that up B kill right now, and D-Ren knows it.
I mean, Dren is in kill percentage. He's not, like, Jurm's not in a humongous deficit. Like, he just has to finish the stock off, which seems to be the problem in this set here.
I believe that's the third up B in a row that Jurm has missed. Like, he's going to need to plan those out a little bit more. And
now this is when it starts getting dangerous, is when Jurm starts getting into kill percentage. Then he needs, like, Dren knows that he needs to get the kill, so he can wait it out and just be like, And just as I say that, there comes the back air from Jurm, finishing off the stock. This ain't over yet.
But the interesting thing about light characters like Kirby is that they can't really take advantage of rage mode, because once they get to 100 rage mode, they're probably going to die in the next hit.
Well, the thing is, rage, you get most of your rage, like, percentage when you get to 100%.
Yeah, exactly. So now if Yoshi gets him with a good clean smack, he's going to die.
So Dren being very patient, spacing out with forward airs and uppies. Back straight up back to the neutral game that we've been seeing all the set.
Oh, great up smash to clean out the game.
Yeah.
Oh, and that is a JV2 stock from
JV2 stock by Dren, really good.
That was an excellent match. And, wow.